Hey guys, I know I talked to you in my last video about the changes that we're seeing uh, throughout this country after Charlie Kirk's death. Um, and there's some ministry events that just occurred like this past Wednesday, the annual See You at the Pole event, um, where the kids at school gather around their flagpoles on their campuses and pray for themselves and pray for the other students and pray for the staff. If you've never attended one of these, and I have actually the privilege to do that since I'm a school resource officer, but if you haven't been able to attend one of these, see if you can. And, generally there are some church sponsorships that go into that. So if you want, get in touch with your church to see if they sponsor one of the local schools with this. But just getting it out there and seeing how these kids pray for each other and how they pray for their community and pray for their schools, uh, it's just an awesome awesome thing to witness. I want to tell you of two events that are coming up in October, and I really encourage you to try to get involved if you can. The first one is Faith in Blue. Now, that's a national initiative. Faith in Blue, it's its own program, own entity, which facilitates a safe and strong community where it engages law enforcement officers with local residents through faith-based organizations. So 2 years ago, I actually no last year, sorry, I put on a Faith in Blue event with the Christian Jeep Association. We did a Faith in Blue police cruiser and Jeep show, and uh, it was great. It was awesome. We had a lot of people come out, and we were able to bring the community in. We had bounce houses. Now, that's not the only thing that you can do. That's just one style event. And they actually told me that was the first time they've ever seen anybody do any kind of car show that was initiated with Faith in Blue. But they do a lot of community events. It's kind of like National Night Out for law enforcement community and faith based organizations. So they have a national weekend coming up, and it's October 10th through the 13th. I encourage you to go to the Faith in Blue website and search their Faith in Blue events to see what's going on in your area and go participate in it. Another one is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. They have their Fields of Faith coming up in October. Now, this is where athletes gather at a sports environment, their own football fields, their own baseball fields, soccer fields, in their communities that challenges each other to get into the Bible more uh, and to grow in their relationship with Jesus Christ and the church. Now, this isn't just where kids, you know, um, tell each other about the Bible. They actually have some of these events that have bands that come in and play. They'll have people that pass out waters. There are a lot of prayer time going on in that. I'm actually going to have the privilege to be there again as an SRO for our local Fields of Faith, and something I wouldn't want to miss out on. I'm me being a minister. I'm more than happy to go there and be a person that's willing to speak with and pray with others. Um, but Fields of Faith pretty much happens all of October. So go to their website. It's Fields of Faith. Don't look up on Fellowship of Christian Athletes, even though it's affiliated. And find out where these events are. Find out, contact that local field point of contact that's on their website and see if there's some way you can get involved, something you can do. They may need volunteers for certain things. They may need outreach stuff, like water or snacks or something like that, because it's generally a couple hours. This is going to be my first Fields of Faith event that I'm going to be participating in, so I can't give you too much insight on it. But it's something that it has been going on. It hasn't started since Charlie Crook, but these things are a way that you can continue in your faith in this next month. So, check them out. Y'all have a blessed day.